It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
Welcome back to LOOT.BET Season 7. Welcome back to AGF versus Hard4U. If you're just joining us, you missed out an epic upset victory from AGF. 16-11 on Overpass, Hard4U's map pick, where we thought to ourselves, hey, this is going to be the map pick of Hard4U. This should be an easy affair for them. Apparently, their lack of experience certainly hurt them on it, because AGF were able to take a fantastic CT side, do even better on the T side, win it out in confident fashion, and Dwayne, this puts them on great stead for Train.
Oh, look, I mean, there's no doubt about it. This is going to be in everyone's mind, a 2-0 now coming out for AGF. I mean, you just look at some of the results recently for both these teams on this map. Hard4U, they've played it twice the last 3 months. They got a win over Fate, a loss against Endpoint. You look over at the AGF side, they've got 4 wins in a row on this map, and they've been getting some dominant results on this map. So, look, going into this, especially from what we saw from Hard4U in Overpass, I don't even think that this will be competitive. Maybe they can get somewhere close to double digits, but this should be all AGF.
Yeah, I think one of the results that stands out to me the most when it comes to this map in terms of AGF's, in terms of AGF sort of results, is the fact that just I think in general their position is the standout result for me has to be like the one against the Sparta, 16-2 during LOOT.BET Season 7. So just a few days ago at this point. So they have a good handle on how to play this play against the Russian teams on this particular map, especially against that T side as well. And I personally would rate a Sparta to be higher than Hard4U. I think a lot of teams would do that. So the fact they're able to beat a team with a very similar playstyle, a very similar region of Counter-Strike, we could be in a very, very good spot overall to see them win out this whole map. They start things off on CT side. Obviously, both teams have CT basis, but Hard4U in particular don't have a great T side of their own right. It's 2 kills coming in for Red and Poira, though. As soon as I say that, they try and kick things off on the right foot for the pistol round. They get those opening 2 frags. One trade comes back from Lucky, and the bomb's making its way in towards A. Netric hears the footsteps, can't quite take Hidji down. He's there with the defuse kit as well. As he falls, the bomb will also drop the same. So Lucky and Froslave, 2 versus 3, tapped up in the long range position back at T-Con. They can't quite get Koshak, but Lucky does turn it to a 2v2. Retake should be on as the plant gets secured.
At least they get a bomb plant, so a bit of an insurance policy coming out for Hard4U, but both the CTs coming in from the same angle towards this old bomb position, and contacts being made. The T side getting the information. Poira going to be able to swing out. It's all down to Lucky to try and clutch it out. Now, he does have a kit and a smoke to work with, but the T's overwhelming, and I tell you what, the pistol round, especially on the T side from Hard4U, very impressive stuff.
There you go. Hard4U, another good pistol victory, and credit to them, man, because the pistols have been pretty confident right now from the T side. Hard4U have been pretty good with it. Mag 7 scouts in, Deagles out for 2. The force buyers coming in full force for AGF. Hard4U, the AKs, the Galils. Head Kevlar with the utility lacking on that T-side line, but it's still a much better buy compared to AGF. Still the Mag 7 in at the corner. Takes out the first of Hazing as they go towards this ramp position. Good tag on Poirier, not enough to get the kill, but he gets the information out and forces the T's to fall back and rotate as well.
That's great damage coming out from that Mag 7. And AGF, it looked like they wanted to kind of gamble stack that B bomb site after finding contact, but they're rotating back to A, and especially with the pressure coming out towards Pop Dog, all the information going the way of the CT side.
Damage up, tags going all the way to the favour of AGF. So much damage has been done. It's the Eagle of Dafu going to get chance for the high HP player though. Frostev swings in, takes that one planter down, looks on for the second pick, couldn't quite make it happen, but the Scouts with 3 players on less than 20 HP each. A scout shot for TMB, flicks on towards Poirier, does not need to land that headshot. Ren can take him back with the AK. Netric left alone here. They hear those footsteps, they know where he is. Scope in, does not quite flick to the player at close. The bomb still dropped on the site and he's still scoping in, desperately looking for Koshak. Ren does make his way up to the site though, looking for the bomb plant here. He'll secure it directly on the central portion of the train. And this scout really needs to find a good rifle or some better weapon than this. The P2K at this point will probably be a better weapon considering how low the HP is. I don't know if AGF have that info just yet, but a scout still looking around, still going to try and go for this retake. Does not see the man backed up over in connector. And Netric hunting for frags at this point. There's just not enough time on the clock to check out all these corners. He's also made some steps noises, so they'll know where he is. Good scoping on Koshak, takes him down, but again, hunting for way too long. Grabbing that AK and saving it. It's a lot of damage done. A nade on Ren does not quite connect to him either, but it will be a second on the board for Hard4U.
I'll tell you what, that's a great round coming out from Hard4U. It certainly was pretty expensive. And AGF, well, they were escaping with an AK, but all in all, the trade kills that came out really nicely. And unfortunately, that information was just not displayed for the rest of the players on the Danish side. That those two remaining players were so incredibly low, and they certainly didn't know that. Hard4U being able to convert the anti-eco force buy. And I'll tell you what, especially on a map like Train, you'd certainly expect that Hard4U probably going to have a bit of an easier time on the CT half rather than the T side. So we'll have to wait and see if they can get off to a good start and get a good lead going.
Froslev taken out of the hands of Koshak here. Start for Hard4U as they continue to try to stack up their T side half. Smokes on back line, net trick here, and Connector will try swing in, do some more damage with the AK that he's picked up. Does catch Ren for a decent kill. Good steps as well towards the old help position, so we'll get him back up there. But Netric drops the bomb, 2 kills. 3-on-3 situation, the CTs can start making their way inland. The Mag 7 will get taken out by Hazing. Nade against Netric, he still swings out looking for his 3K. And just doing a lot of time stalling tactics at this point. TMB playing off of Ivy, could get something out for this. And Netric doing so much damage with this picked up rifle.
I can't believe how much damage he's been able to do. This has been unreal. And so far, 3 kills going the way of AGF, but you'd have to think for Hard4U, they only need to deal with a single USP and that AK that's so low. Oh, look how low the T side are as well. It could just be a couple of shots coming out from this pistol.
Trying to get closer, trying to find their angles. Bomb's been dropped and AGF just go passive. 30 seconds left. Swing in, Koshak finally takes the man down, but the USP of TMB is more than enough to get these picks. He's got upgraded pistols dropped on the floor. He doesn't want to give up the information, though. Hearing the footsteps back away. Knows where that bomb is. Swing at the right time. 2 players could line up from the pick up the bomb. There's Koshak dropping. 10 seconds. TMB going to try to pick up the upgraded pistol now. And Hiji going to go for the bomb plant. TMB not going to make his way up to the site. But again, HP advantage. 1 versus 1. He'll hear Hiji running away from position. Tapping up. Grabbing a rifle. Khalil around the corner against the AK, but Hiji will be able to win the fight. Even so, no investment, tons of damage done. AGF continuing to find advantages of Hard4U.
Oh my goodness, yeah, no, that's a really great round again from AGF. So down to the wire into that 1 versus 1. Netric does such a great job with this AK. 3 big kills. And for TMB, almost being able to clutch out the 1 versus 1 in the end there. Hiji was so low. And, well, at least for Hard4U, they've certainly been able to struggle in these last few rounds, but they have got a 3-0 lead. And now we're going into the first rifle round of the second map. It is the AWP to come out for TMB. Look at the aggression out towards Olaf.
Broslev hearing the T-side player behind him, takes him down, swings out very quickly the last second. Could have easily dropped, however. A 5-on-4 situation, favourable, of course, to the AGF camp. Hard4U now facing heavy resistance from the rifles, and the nade on from Ren and Koshak will do the damage to them as well. Big start again from the CT camp. Hard4U forced to go passive because, I mean, the money line is completely trashed. Have to go double eco in round 5 and 6. So it'd be nice and ideal if they can be able to secure themselves a decent round here.
AGF. I'm starting things off with the opening man advantage. He's just going to slow walk out from Ivy. Can't find the follow-up. And the advantage, it still maintains on the CT side.
Burst in from Froslev. 5 versus 3. Poria down and out. Koshak and Ren moving in. Good shot from Koshak. That's as far as it goes, though. Netric will find a Molotov kill, and Ren is left alone. 1 on 4 for him. And bomb on his back, CT's all over the place. AWP spots him, does not quite connect the shot to the second face. Will allow the kill to come through. So there you go, AGF with their first rifle.
I'll tell you what, they're finally, you know, once the rifles are out, we start to see some confidence coming out from AGF, getting some really nice opening kills. And Hard4U, I mean, Hazing, it is kind of unfortunate. He gets into the sandwich position. There's a player right behind him that he just doesn't expect at all. But it seems like once they lost that opening advantage, they really didn't have what it took at all to be able to try and bring that back. The Ivy presence just getting shut down, and well, you spoke about the reset coming through. It's going to be a force buy where, well, Hazing gets an AK and armor, a couple of upgrades as well, but they're completely forcing the issue here.
Kill from Hazing against Netrick. Finding the first frag with the AK that was the AK that was force bought, I should say. AWP and Dafu moving into this IV presence. One player pops out. M4A1S does not quite get the kill on Hiji. Oh, keeping their eyes on the CT. Start pushing forward here for the aggression, trying to take out as many T-side players as they can. Is hearing presence towards the apartments, and Pop Dog as well needs to be contested. Koshak not going to see anything from here, and it looks like they're going to converge in the A-bomb site.
Koshak getting taken down, and there's just so much information now. The Ivy presence is all being seen. Dafu, he can really just try and play back and try and see if he can force the issue of his teammates trying to help him out. 4-2 advantage, and this should be a pretty easy cleanup coming out. What was a good start at the beginning of the round from Hard4U for Hazing, finding that opening kill, goes the other way pretty damn quickly, and it's off the back of the information of the B players getting aggressive.
And double eco, of course, having to come through from Hard4U. That was the force buy round. Now here comes the full save. Of course, the lack of investment seeing actually a deagle coming out for Hazing, which is quite heavy considering the actual loss bonus and the money line that they'll get. But even so, everybody else investing nothing. Nada, zilch from the T side. See if Hazing could potentially get the opening kill, and if he does, that might just be worth it. But the M4 immediately takes out Koshak here for Lucky, ready and waiting. Take the secondary kill as well for Frostev. Incendiary down towards Ivy. They know that they're there. Flashes in, M4 tempted to peek, but will just fall back as he hears some of the pistols coming forward.
And the Ivy presence, once again, trying to come out for the pistols, but, well, the utility, it just makes it so much easier trying to capitalize on these kills. Hiji, last one left, and all of his teammates going down. That's going to be another round. Not a single point of damage is being done to the AGF side. And it's kind of understandable. There was, like, all Glocks and just a single deagle. Now it comes to the really important round. Now we're into the rifle.
And the perfect round out from AGF. But as you mentioned, they are just pistols. The rifles in check now for Hard4U. We've got the AWP on Hiji. Got the AKs across the rest of the board. AWP for TMB as well has been doing a pretty fantastic job here for the CT camp. Nades on, utility over, nice stack inland. It's only going to do so much damage. They hold back passive. Pop Dog control, contested by Poya. They're going to make their way out towards Olaf once again. Dafu should not be known here. The Molotov's in. They know Hazing is out here somewhere. They're checking out those positions. They've still got a firing squad basically set here towards the open-air bomb site. Dafu going to keep his eyes on, and if they can bait in the look away at the wrong moment, then they can find that opening kill, but it's Frostev that aggresses and instead finds Hazing.
TMB super aggressive. He's seen no information around these brown halls. Oh, I think he just saw the edge of Poira, so at least he can call out a bit of information that they've got a single lurk over towards these brown halls. This should be another kill, and, well, there it is. 5-on-3. Hard4U, just not even finding an entry at the moment.
Ready for that shot. I mean, as you mentioned, he spotted him. He tried to flick up with the AWP. He wasn't going to call it out until he either got the kill or fell back for it. He's done both now, so they can see the brown hole's control. But again, Hard4U, I think they've given up so much presence here. You can see how aggressive AGF are. Look at the CT setup in towards the T-con area. A four-man crossfire, a firing squad back to return to Hard4U. Ren left alone as the last man left alive. And literally 9 points of damage done to the CT side as a whole. AGF playing these rounds to perfection, not allowing Hard4U anything out of this one. The bomb's on Ren's back. He will tap his way through, spray up, damage done. Lucky going to push forward, take that final kill. And AGF will once again take the lead away from Hard4U.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
And, well, really, Jay, I mean, this is really what I expected coming out from Hard4U on the T side. They're just struggling a lot, really not showing too much presence on this map so far. And for AGF, you're starting to see this economy really build. Look at the amount of AKs they got. 3 AKs on the CT side. Lucky already over 10k. AGF are in a really great position in this first half on the CT side.
M4. Spray through, taking down the first kill. And this should be in standard anti-eco round. It was a half buy, so there could be some damage done with the upgraded pistols. The Deagle's out across the board, as you mentioned, but AGF been dealing with these upgrades so well. They've been dealing with these ecos so well. It wouldn't surprise me if this is another round that goes so well for them. Out of the gate, Lucky couldn't quite get the frag. Eventually does get Koshak in the end. Hazing will also fall, so 2 players left on site. Nade up to do damage. Won't take him down. And actually, Poyer's going to catch the aggression for a decent frag, but the AWP and Deagle at TMB will get 3 kills. And the bomb plant should be diffused out here. At least Hard4U get that much out, so a small cash injection to go into the max loss bonus buy. Plenty of money available for rifles here for the T side, and the rifles should be coming out here for round 9.
Look, that's really important that they're able to get that kill, or at least that bomb plant coming through, and that's why we saw Lucky just trying to aggress so far forward. He was trying to deny that bomb from going down. And that bomb, look, it allows the AWP to come out from Hiji now. If I'm looking anywhere on the map of where they've probably found the most success, probably going to be Ivy. So I'd like to see Hard4U maybe bring 2 or 3 players out towards Ivy, see if you can find an opening pick, see if you can try and get some control and split into that A bomb site, because at the moment, that seems like it's the biggest success element that they can kind of bring on this T side.
Orbs in on TMB and Hiji. AK out here towards Pop Dog. Incendiary is coming up. Poyer. Molotov out with the nades coming in, looking like it will be Pop Dog takeout here. Daffy will take quite a bit of damage for it, 13 HP. TMB is first casualty out of T-Con though, so that's a start for Hard4U that they could very easily spiral this round out of control.
Daffy, he's certainly very low, and look, here comes the aggression once again. Out through the brown halls into trying to get to that A bomb site. Now, Hazing is here to try and hold off, but if he gets taken down, all the information will go the way. Great kill coming out to Hazing. Does he expect a second player? Oh, what a flick coming out.
2 versus 4 now, making it 1. It's Hard4U slowly but surely in the default to pick apart the AGF camp. They have no idea that there's a player on site, so Koshak will deal with Netric. 3 kills for Hazing though. Fantastic stuff from him up there in the brown halls. And of course in the Pop Dog presence and everything. Beautiful stuff in this as we watch his 2K again. And there you go, a 4th for Hard4U. A big 4th to find as well. AGF could have very easily taken control and just spiraled the CT side to potentially a 12-3 half if Hard4U hadn't inserted themselves into this one. But AGF still on the rifles here. They built up so much money in those 5 rounds. So many confident rounds going their way. And the AWP is back out with the M4s across the CT side.
Hard4U being able to finally convert another round on the T side. Aggression to come out for AGF. The TMB very, very pushed up aggressively, but he falls back pretty much immediately. And they do have brown halls control, so for Hard4U, at least being able to maybe take a back foot for AGF. We've seen a lot of aggression coming out from them towards the brown halls. Now they might be thinking against it. That's being heard from Netric.
Couldn't line up the 2 kills, though they just broke away from each other at the right moment. 2-for-1 trade as the entries also come in over to the B bomb site. TMB doesn't land his kill on Poyer. And Dafu also gets tugged up out of the T-Con entrance. A 3 versus 4 now. Bomb's making its way out to the bomb site. Hasn't been hit just yet. If someone makes takes some vision on towards the ramp area, they could very easily take these players down. But AK is up. Frozen going to get pushed away. AWP is tapped up by Poyer. As TMB falls, it's now left to Frozen and Dafu. They do take 1 good pick. 1 player top of White Train dealing with 1 good pick and a secondary kill coming in from Ren as well. So Hazing with 2 kills to his name, and it will be evened out by Hard4U.
Okay, this is actually looking a lot better now coming out for the T side. We're again seeing some really nice entry frags, and well, yes, it does take a little bit of time to bring that bomb over to the B bomb site, but they contain the CTs into being very passive, very deep into the site. And I tell you what, putting up a pretty good fight so far on the T side, really showing the competitiveness coming out. 1 more round they need to be able to try and take the lead over AGF.
Looking at the M4, taken out by Hazing instead, continuing a spray through, knows that there's a player out there. TMB will find Koshak with the AWP though. Nades on, smokes out, looking on towards that T-Con area. Nades in, damage down. Frostlev is still aggressive here towards Brownhorse here on the platform. Could not get the kill against Poya. 6 HP. He finds the headshot in the end. The 4 versus 3 now. T-side players making their way in. Molotov's out. The M4 looking up aggressive. Will catch off the low HP man. He does tell you a little bit of attack damage towards him. A 3 versus 3 scenario. AWP still firing back. Hazing with the M4. And there it is. Hiji taking a kill back of his own right. TMB can respond. Bomb plant is denied for the moment. Ren on site gets net trick. 1 versus 1 is TMB with the AWP. Still backed up towards the back lines of upper. 2 kills to his name. Needs a 3K. To win this round for the T side. Ren sees him, fires away, falls back out towards the Brown Horse. He's got a Molotov as well. He could win this round so easily.
No, he certainly could, especially with how low TMB is. It just comes down to try and play the clock. Already, TMB is so passive, taking so long to try and extend over towards to try and tap the bomb. And you're right, the Molotov, if he throws it right, he pretty much wins this round. Hard4U. This should be a 6th on the board. Tap coming out, follow up with the HG and the incendiary or the molly, and well, TMB, he's out of there. He's got to try and save onto this AWP. This is going to be the Russian side taking the lead on the T side of train. Very impressive stuff indeed in these last few rounds.
All right then. Took a bit of time to get started here. Was expecting that Hard4U would eventually get something going on the T side line, but no, again, there's a couple of decent rounds out for this one. AGF could still turn the situation back to their favor. Still got to worry about that T side as well. Again, it's actually pretty good for AGF. Not fantastic, not amazing, but not like Na'Vi levels of good, but still pretty good regardless here. And Hard4U will continue pressing in with their T side, continuing to fight their way back. A couple of good picks, of course, going their way. TMB with the AWP, ready for contact, into the smoke. Scope in. He doesn't see the man top of the railing. The feet! He can't see the feet. He sees him now! And he lands an Achilles heel shot against Hazing. It's Lucky, the man that peeks up and takes him down straight from the bomb train. Bursting through to do the wall bank. Damage as a 5 versus 4. And it looks like Hard4U are going to act upon this opening frag. 1 player out E-box, 1 player at sandwich. Frostlev, the incendiary standing by, going to peek in. Poya and Ren do go falling. Hiji and Koshak, last 2 players left. Good orb kill comes in with an AK frag of his own right. Lucky's going to be falling. Koshak looking for the triple. And TMB, seeing the gun barrel of the AWP, knows that Koshak is relatively low. The USP can be able to get this frag, and indeed he does. A 1 versus 1 now. Knows he's at top of the red train. Takes a face, misses his shot, but the second one lands the kill and gets the round for AGF.
Oh, that's a big clutch. Very, very big round coming out from AGF, and especially TMB in the 1 versus 2. And, well, it took a little bit of time for him to spot out the feet, but, I mean, Koshak and Hiji on the side, how do they bring that back to a position where they really could have won out the round? That was insane from Koshak.
Sequence on the bomb train couldn't have been played more perfectly. The force buy back from AGF. We'll see the Mag 7 for Lucky. Obviously, they did win the round, but their economy has been a little bit destroyed here by Hard4U. Look at the shotgun coming out here for Poya as well. Straight in. The pump action on towards Dafu. Opening things up towards that pop dog area. Look at TMB though with the AWP. They've taken aggression of their own right and map control here towards Ivy. Flash in, AWP shot still connects for AGF, so 4-on-4 scenario, and the T's are going to make their way into the B bomb site. Frostlev has got to be here to support Lucky from a bit of a range position. Man spotted, bursting from the M4 in the back line though, takes it to a 3 versus 3, and now top of the yellow train. We'll see the player coming out of the ramp area, spray through to his secondary kill. The bomb plant can be secured, but now CT's on their way in for the retake. 3-on-2, Poya's got the shotgun as well, and Ren making his way in. The timing from the oil train up against TMB could find his player out of T-Con. His backs are turned. The CTs are on site. The AWP not seeing this player. Good tap to the head. And now the shotgun here on the defuse position. The M4 will catch it off first. And now they can set the defuse. No way that Ren can deny his nade. Will be able to do damage but not get the frags. And there it is. 7 to the board of AGF. A good retake coming out from the CT side.
Let's start off with the sawned off coming out for Poya. Really a weapon that we don't see very often. So, look, it was a great start. They opened up the bomb site incredibly well, but the retake ability came out for the AGF side. And I'll tell you what, I've been thoroughly impressed from Hard4U, looking dominant on the T side. I mean, look, it hasn't been the easiest time in the world. They certainly have put AGF on edge. But to already put up 6 rounds on T, it's a very, very good scoreline at the moment. Look at the amount of flashes going out to the A bombs. Like, TMB is so blind.
Still Netric gets the opening kill, though, for the AGF camp. Make their way out position as well into the T-Con area. TMB follows a follow-up frag here with the AWP. CT's press up even closer to this one. A 5v3, M4 couldn't quite catch off Ren. Nade in position, could be placed pretty well actually, but he gets back behind the dumpster area as Netric finds his way back out. So they keep themselves the man advantage, extend it as TMB re-peeks in for his 2K, and 2 players remain for Hard4U.
Poira somehow snuck his way out to the A bomb site. This is the unknown entity at the moment for the T side, but he's been spotted out. Good kill comes through, but he needs to follow up with a little bit more. Now this is 2 for Poira, but he's now in a 1-on-3, and he can't find any more than that. An 8th round for AGF, and the money line, it's not great at all for Hard4U.
Now they're going to feel the hurt that they've been putting onto the AGF side for the last few rounds. The Force Buy seems to come through for them as well. The AKs, the Deagles, the Kevlar, utility. Another pump action from Poya once again. Actually, is that an XM1014? I can't tell from the outline. It's a bit too grayed out on my screen.
Stormed off. Yeah, no, it's a stormed off again. Okay. Yeah.
It's very difficult to tell when it's not, like, you know, eliminated, but... yeah, Searing and tries to find something out here towards the... Pop Dog area, again getting aggressive. The CTs are expecting him to bring that shotgun to play though, so they're going to keep it away. Now the T-side players make their way in. Ren past the red train at the edge of the E-box cross. It's a very fast take on the map control, not fast execution just yet. Gonna wait for Hazing to get to position as Netric now gives up his angle. Hazing can't quite find the kill against him though.
Very slow walk coming out from the T side. Hazing does open up Dafu with the trade. TMB, they hold on to the man advantage, and I'll tell you what, this AWPer is hitting nut shots today. Doesn't follow up, but it is only going to be 3 players left for the T side. I say that, they bring the advantage back in the favor of the T side, but not before Dafu's here.
Yeah, 3 versus 2 scenario. Damage done to Koshak. Poya is also down on 81 points of health. The Scout desperately looking for that headshot. The Deagle also in. And they could rotate the bomb back to the B bomb site. There's a slow push coming in from Poya that could allow a rotation. But in the end, the Optimus continue their split in. It's too much time to go all the way through the T-Con area up to the apartments area. Good Deagle down from Koshak. Gets Dafu. Look, he gets the trade. 2 players actually relatively close here for the shotgun. Will do damage. Take out Frosev. Look, he's last man left, but it's Shotty v Shotty. And the Mag 7 comes out on top. 9-6 to close out the CT half for AGF.
I honestly reckon I've seen more shotgun kills in this game than I probably have this year. Like, it's unreal how many shotgun kills have come out. But look, in the end, AGF, that's a pretty dominant first half. And for Hard4U, we've seen them now twice. On Overpass, they got to a 3-0 lead. They've done the same on Train. If they can win the pistol, they can kind of hold on in this map at this point.
It could well do. A small pause coming out. This must be technical in nature, I'd imagine. Pausing on the pistol round. Am I right, boys? But, yeah. It's very similar situation to the way things went down on that first map. Remember, it was a 9-6 half for the CT side of AGF, and they came back with a pretty decent T side. And again, even for this map, statistically speaking, their T side can be very, very good at times. So, I mean, this could still be the way in for AGF. You know, they just need a good 7 rounds. And then that'll be them in with a 2-0 victory. Hard4U have been known to struggle in the early parts of their CT side as well. So this is perfect for AGF right now.
Well, Hard4U, I'm just trying to think like some win conditions of how they can maybe try and come back on the City side. Maybe if they can kind of get Koshak firing up, especially Hiji with that AWP. I was really impressed with how much map control they're able to find around the A bomb side, just kind of sneaking their way through a lot of smokes. And Koshak certainly having a big performance in this second map. Now, TMB, we saw a lot from his AWP on the City side, and yeah, look, I mean, T-side AWPing on Train, it's not like as prevalent as City side, but there's no doubt that he's going to try and go for that AWP as soon as they've got the money for it.
Well, the extent of this pause will sat back for the moment. The kit obviously bought for Koshak here on this pistol round, expecting some level of retake potential for Hard4U. They're expecting that AGF will be able to do their damage. Everybody else should be on default pistols and Kevlar. Certainly the case for AGF, but except Netric has yet to invest, probably for some utility play. Enter out into a bomb site. I mean, they can still smoke out the connector rotation on the B site and flash their way in if they get double flash and smoke. Maybe a smoke Molotov if they want to go in with the post plant area. If you're just going out the default area, obviously that Molotov can be very useful on their B side. We saw it used by Hard4U on their T side. Options are still available for the moment, but for the most part, it is still a pretty decided sort of setup for both of these teams.
What would be really unfortunate for the Hard4U side was, if they lose this map, then the road in LOOT.BET's over for them. They came first in the open qualifier, first in the closed qualifier, and well, they're now in a position of sort of the Swiss round 5 where, well, they've already had 2 wins and 2 losses. And I would say probably across all the LOOT.BET seasons so far, this is probably the biggest underdog run that we've seen in quite some time. And it would just be heartbreaking to see it end right when there's the opportunity of going to the playoffs.
What is that from Dafu? He's the man, is he? Oh dear. Well, early decoy out from the A bomb site to throw off the Hard4U camp, if that even is a thing anymore. Hazing, first contact against TMB, tagged at a 4 HP, going to go falling in the opening kill of the half. Koshak has his utility in the defuse, get the smoke down, will try stop the T side, so no ninja opportunity for him, but the 5-on-4, he will stop the presence and stop the progression from AGF.
What I love here from AGF is the fact that they were able to get an opening pick between Ivy, and we've seen still the Lurker looking around sort of the top pop dog brown halls, and he's just waiting for aggression to come out. But for Hard4U, they're pretty set on being pretty passive at this point. The 3 players over to the A bomb site. The B player of Hiji is so damn passive at this B bomb site, playing really deep into the side, but they have got a bit of information off Koshak.
Passiveness with aggression. Spawned appropriately here on the A and B bomb sites. They're going to play rotation as well to the B bomb site retake if necessary, but utility out. Netric with his own flashbang here against Koshak. The defuse kit is in for him. Netric can still win this fight, and if he does, it'll be a massive, massive frag, because that will drop the defuse kit out of recoverable territory here for Hard4U. Koshak realizes this, falls back. Contact towards Pop Dog. Lucky facing in. Koshak jumps around that corner, gets the man down, but as Ren falls, Hiddy trades, drops that bomb in the open. 3 versus 2 now, but they've gained a slight map advantage, positional advantage for Hard4U. As Dafu falls next, Koshak is still here towards Pop Dog. Frosev going to try and isolate that pick. He swings. USP does not land the shots, and Netric still trying to look for this kill back over at the connector area. 10 seconds, they have to get the bomb now. Netric's got to swing in, just grab it, go for the plant, out tap, up takes Hiji down. They know where the last player is, they didn't grab the bomb. 5 seconds, they're going to go for the plant, very risky and open, but Koshak does not see it just about in time. A crucial mistake, damn near costing AGF, but still Koshak fights. 1 versus 1, kit in play, and a fantastic flick to the head to keep Hard4U in on the CT side.
Oh, there we go. We've seen 3 out of 4 pistol rounds now going the way of Hard4U, and, well, they didn't recover that bomb, Jay. It looked like they went forward and they thought they'd picked it up, but they hadn't. Very, very big round coming out from Hiji to drop that bomb in the open out from connector. The clutch to come out from Koshak. That is one big, big round for Hard4U. Now, it did allow a bomb plant, so AGF can invest a little bit into this round to get the rifles up in round number 18. But that may just be the starting point to try and get back into this second map of train.
Fast play out,
here we go.
rush coming in from AGF, no nades on, utility out, Incendiary tries to stop with the SMG spray, is going manically wrong, he gets himself 1-2, runs out of ammo, and they can secure a bomb plant from here. That's already going to be enough damage done by AGF, but what more can they do from here? Netric to fall, Hiji making his way in, Hazing should also go down, Daphne dealt with, TMB will fall the same, so there you go, quick retake on, but a rush out from AGF going as successfully as the rush wants to go here. They've got a bomb plant, they're going to get themselves a little bit of a buy bonus here going into the early rifle round to try shut down Hard4U.
And, well, at least it is the retake coming out from Hard4U. A great bomb plant coming out from AGF, just giving them an extra $800 each. A little bit more money to work with going into the rifle round. 1 round the difference between these two sides. And well, TMB, he's gone for that AWP, but so is Hiji on the CT side. Poirot's got no armor on that M4. You'd think that maybe he would take the AWP and then swap.
Well, Hiji is the AWPer of this CT side, and they want to play it over to the B-bomb site. And meanwhile, on A and Ivy, Koshak going to swing and get TMB and Froze. They're kicking things off fantastically. AGF do find a response on Hazing, and the fast hit continues to come through from this T side. The AK now on the CT side continues to push in for the backstab. Hiji gets himself a kill on Dafu. The bomb still picked up here by Netric. Rotations out to the 4 versus 2. He's going to make his way quickly in against the AK-47. Still get that headshot and buy an opportunity because look, he's pushed all the way up the B-bomb site and the plant can be secured here.
Yeah, this has got to be a big round from Lucky. He's got to try and defend as much as he can over at this B-bomb site. Needs to even allow that bomb to get planted. And for Poirot, there's no way he could expect this into the 2 versus 2. And AGF have somehow been able to bring this back. They wanted to bring that bomb over to the B-bomb site earlier on, but Hard4U did such a great job at A in trying to defend. And now it's all down to Netric. 1 versus 2. He can allow the bomb to get planted. And let's see if he can win out this clutch.
Up in did spot the last player overextending, and he will take the 3rd frag on his own. Netric to fall, and it will be a 9th for Hard4U. A good effort there on the rifles, but now the CT defensive has locked up basically a brick wall for the T side. And sadly, that T side that I hoped for so much out of on the AGF camp has not quite shown up in the early part of this half. A lot of aggression coming in from Hard4U actually, and AGF are kind of getting caught off guard by it quite frequently.
Yeah, certainly are. I mean, Koshak, that's so aggressive out from Ivy to start things off. And looking to get a little bit scary there, but Hard4U going to be able to tie us up. 9-9 we go on the second map of Train. And AGF, now again, at least getting that bomb plant through will allow a force buy investment, but you're right. They need to be able to try and deal with this aggression because for Hard4U, they're aggressing all over the map at the moment and they're finding opening picks. They're finding a lot of damage. And with the quick Brownell's presence coming out, that's actually a leg shot out for Poirot.
A fast play from AGF trying to see if they can take down the opening frag. The CTs do lose a little bit of HP onto Poyo. Does not quite find the frag though. The information game could well be played as well. The AWP of Hiji is expecting upper presence. They are expecting a B-site play based off this defensive setup. And the utility coming in, the smokes go down. The incendiary try and respond to it. Poyo is in such a exploitable position here as Dafu takes the opening kill of the round. Hiji, the left-hand side of the bomb site, trying to see if he can catch a player going aggressive. Ren will fall to the Molotov out here. I'm not sure if that was a flashbang that blinded him off, but either way, TMB on 16 HP, 5 versus 3. The CTs are being suppressed at this moment. Koshak trying to find a way to work in. The AK spray from Netric faces away all the same, but the CTs just can't seem to find the kill. They can't find a way to break into this advanced position. Netric takes Hiji, Frostov gets Koshak, and this is the confidence from AGF. This is more like the T side I wanted to see here as they maintain their lead to 10 on the T side board.
I like that. Really fast aggression coming out from TMB. He gets that opening leg kill. They slow it right down. They use the execution. They get into the B bomb site. They press aggressively and try and force the CTs to hold very awkward angles very deep into the sites once the rotators come in. And that's what we want to see from AGF. We want to see more rounds like that from them. They have been able to take the lead. 10-9. And, well, look, the force buys come in, and honestly, AGF win this, they could potentially go up 12 rounds.
SMG. And aggressive, the AK sees it, sprays just as the smoke blooms. The flashbang also catches him off. Lucky has aggressed, and Koshak has no idea. They're going to converge in, take him down. Froslev getting Hiji next up, and AGF firing on all cylinders here. Poya and Ren have just best to save their weapons in Kevlar. There's no way they're getting this retake together. Yeah, no,
it all fell apart from Lucky. So what happened there is he opened up through T-Con and walked all the way through Olive, through Hell, and back through the back green Ivy smoke, and somehow established a crossfire with his teammate out from Ivy. And Hard4U, well, they had no information. They didn't see that play coming out at all. And, well, they're trying to save onto these weapons, but there are 2 players in CT for the T side that are going to try and hunt.
Getting themselves out of dodge here, Poya. And Ren will stay alive, but this opening kill and then this follow-up on the backstab was just so efficient here from those 2 players, Daffel and Lucky. So much damage done in the CT half, and just the economy's not building up here. Tactical's got to come in from Hard4U. They had such a good start, but still maybe knocked back a peg as they look to be back within the same 3-round deficit they were at the beginning of the half.
I'm just thinking money-wise, what's the play here? Are they going to try and force the issue up the back of the saved in for Mars? They'll get, I believe, 2,400 in the next round. So with players around 1,700, they don't really have enough money to go for a full buy investment. So it could potentially be the force on the CT side. AGF, it's taken them a little bit of time to start getting going on the T side, but yeah, Hard4U. It was a good start going into the early stages of this second half, but it's been slowed down just a little bit at the moment, Jay.
Utility basis here for Ren. Hiji's going to try aggressive with the Zeus out on his USP. Could find a good kill, but you can already see they're accounting for that. The incendiary Molotov should be out of position. And Hard4U. Seeing passiveness from AGF here. A little bit of aggression coming in towards this Ivy presence, and Pop Dog control taken by the CT side, but nothing else being shown by AGF.
Yeah, this is probably one of the slowest rounds we've seen from them yet. They're slowly walking the Ivy control, and I mean, so far for Hard4U, there's no one really around this Ivy position. They're actually going to gamble stack the B bomb site, going to rotate 4 players in, and only leave it to Poira to try and defend A. Unfortunately, this is a big misread coming out from Hard4U.
46 seconds. Netric and Froslayer pushing in. Max turn. 1 player at Olaf position. Could be the linchpin. No, Dafu takes him down. Spray from Froslayer gets Koshak next up. Hazing going to burn a little bit. Does catch one low P player, but the bomb still picks up the kill. And the AWP chimes in on towards Ren. So Hiji last man standing. And there it is. 4 players left for AGF. The Zeus getting quickly got rid of. And a team ace as well for the T side to ensure that everybody contributes to their overall victories here. The buy-up should come in from Hard4U. It will still be a very hard force buy, though. An SMG out for Hiji. Ren may have to go for it. And yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm not sure I like this.
You got to think for Hard4U, right? If they want any chance of winning some of these gun rounds, they've got to have the AWP out, they've got to get the M4, the full utility, the lot. They've got no kits, and they've got very, very little utility. SMG for Mars, yeah, look, it's a rough buy, and look how quickly it is out for the T side, especially Frostman. He's got so aggressive, and he's been able to trade the 1-for-1.
SMG for Hiji, ready against Netric and Lucky, taken out with the bomb. Ren finds himself a good kill. Dafu can try and back to a 3 versus 2 scenario. Koshak with the M4 for Mars out on Ren. Smokes in Netric and Dafu. Orp looks up, spray through, can't quite find it, 13 HP. And Poya back over at Stopper. come out in the open. Poyer gets him down. Netric left alone. 1 versus 3, and it seems like, yes, Hard4U will be able to secure a good round of these rifles. And, well, hey, I guess the force buy worked out pretty well regardless. We don't have to worry too much about the issues of the T-side firepower. Very confident stance being taken with the AWP and the AKs coming in for free.
I'll tell you what, that's a very convincing round coming out from Hard4U. And for AGF, considering that round 21 was so slow, they go into 22 and it's so quick to try and get out to the A bomb site. I think they were maybe expecting an eco, considering the economy line, if they were reading it. And, well, they were wrong. That was a force buy attempt. Double digits now up for the City side. 2 rounds the difference. Oh, look at how low Frostliv's been taken down. 30 points just from utility.
Straight out aggression in towards this A bomb site, though. He's playing the distraction play. They're mostly going to focus fire on the B bomb site. Utility is out. Froslev continuing to show teeth out here, but may receive some backup. They're going to make their way downstairs to Pop Dog. Froslev's cleared out that position. He will be first casualty, though, as Hazing takes a face up. Season coming out, lines up 2, only gets 1. Dafu can try and back in. The AK of Ren does find a quick trade on towards Lucky. And Dafu and TMB, both players out. TMB spotted with the AWP, taken down. Double up for Ren. And triple kill overall for Hard4U to get to 11. Now within 1 of the AGF lead, there's still a buy on the way.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just 1 hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
Oh my, this is only, what, 3 rounds up for AGF in the second half. Hard4U really starting to claw this back, making this a very competitive scoreline. And like you said, Jay, 1 round is all the difference. And look at the aggression coming out from the Brown Horse and Poira.
Okay, oh, sees Lucky out here, the shoulder bait. Trying to bait in a shot, trying to bait in aggression before Yard gets the headshot on towards him. And again, Hard4U with their aggression will make it work so well. AGF have got to go passive and try find the kills eventually with the utility and quick peeks around the corners. Kill on Koshak will find us to a 4 versus 4. The backup here from Poirier is going to get himself the hell out of dodge here with his AK and rotate back to the A bomb site here. I mean, there's a little bit of presence being shown by the AWP. Hidji is going to see him crossing. Only 1 man really left to defend against it here, and he's just playing the distraction play. Hazing's going to hear footsteps around towards the B bomb site and will call in for the rotate back to the site here. Poirier's going to take a challenge that he will lose. Molotov in. Hidji does take Froslev down to the 3 versus 3, but a lot of damage done to him. The bomb site has been contested. The bomb plant will come through. Backstab in for Hazing. Hard4U have got a pretty decent setup here, and Netric's got to check out that right-hand side, hearing footsteps. Kill on Ren. Hazing gets TMB in the back line. 2 on 2. AWP knows he's relatively protected by the smoke, but we'll need to focus on it as it's about to clear. M4 of Hazing also moving in against Dafu. Spots him, but Dafu gets the kill. And the AWP, all that remains for the CT side. And it looks like Hard4U will not contest the lead this time around. He's going for the save, and AGF will get to 13.
Oh, they did everything right. They did absolutely everything right. They had Hazing out through Pop Dog. He heard the footsteps into the Brown Halls. They had so many rotates coming out, but the utility, it was so strong. We saw the molly coming out towards Connector, the molly coming out to the spool, and for AGF, I can't believe they bring that back. Hard4U, they were in a perfect position to be able to close out that retake. 13-11. And, well, is this the first time we've seen the double AWP presence coming out from Hard4U? I believe it is.
Yeah, Hidji and Ren buying in full, but this is a very, very heavy committing round. And if they lose this, then AGF stand to win the whole series here. Netric straight down into Pop Dog as Incendiary standing by, and AK also ready to whip out and take down the CT forces. Flashbangs in, the AWP firing back. AK of Froslev looking on as Hidji lands 1 headshot through the smoke on Tikon. Netric will force Hazing to fall away. Lots of damage done. Oh, 4 HP. Barely gets away alive in that one. And Koshak ready for them also to peek in aggressive as the AWP peek in from Ren as well. 5 on 3 advantage. Trying to make it 2 for Hidji. Can't quite land it in this case.
Oh my goodness, he's so low, but Netric has made his way out to the B bomb. So if he can take down Poira, they can bring this bomb over. Oh, Lucky though goes down, and it's a 2 on 4. I still don't know if AGF are going to be able to hold this, even with Netric pushing so far aggressive.
AK looking out towards CT spawn. He's got 3 players around him, potentially to get these picks back. The bomb plant is secured. Hazing on 4 HP. Hiji has no idea. Both of these orbs out here. Netric got caught overly aggressive in this one because you can see each other from below the truck here. Footsteps heard. Hiji and Ren. They'll know he's here. They know he's somewhere around this aggressive position, but they can't find it. They're going to make their way in now. This is Netric's chance to strike. 20 seconds to the clock as Dafu gets one back. They have no idea on the second man. No Molotov in. Netric slowly but surely making his way in the back lines. Taps up one. They've got to get to the diffuser right now. It's an open plant. Spray through from Dafu. Gets hazing next. And Hiji will get the trades, but he's also out of the round. 14 for AGF. A game of patience. A game of inches. And a game of rounds. 14-11, 2 away from the victory.
Oh, I can't believe they clutch out that 2 versus 4. That was looking so unlikely. And you're right, Jay. They were knowing that he had to be around that area somewhere. And, well, unfortunately, they did not see him. The timing could not be any better. Even the diffuser that got on the bomb did not have a kit. And AGF somehow bring back a 2 versus 4 attempt and a Hard4U. That's got to be heartbreaking for them.
Look at TMB straight in against Hiji. The heavy investment round. The only weapon they had, save from the last one, has been taken out of play. SMG battle goes well for Lucky. Hazing does catch one with the M4, but he falls quickly. TMB cleans up Poya, and it looks like it's a clean-up round as well. Koshak, a 1 versus 4. A miracle round if he can even find it to try and bring Hard4U back in with a chance at this map and this series. But he goes down just as easily. 15-11, 4 match points for AGF. Hard4U, 1 final hard force buy to get back in the game.
Oh my, Hard4U. This is going to be one of the roughest buys they've had yet. And AGF 1 more round away from making it their spot into the playoffs of LOOT.BET Season 7. Hard4U. Can we see some sort of clawback from them? For Mars up, 3 MP9s and a Deagle. That is all that they're going to have to work with. And for AGF, it's no MAC-10s. It is all AKs and that single AWP for TMB.
The aggression coming out. Dafu standing by here around the corner. He hears hazing. Spray is going to get awkward, but he does find the headshot in the end. Ren next up. Secondary kill is easy as pie. Poya, Hiji, Koshak. Last 3 players standing for Hard4U. The last 3 players that can do anything to deny AGF's chance at the playoffs, but they're getting picked apart one by one. This is going to be 16-11. AGF are going to 2-0 Hard4U out of the Swiss system. They're going to make their way in as the penultimate team through to our playoffs here in LOOT.BET Season 7.
Oh, what a result coming out from the Danes. A massive 2-0 victory. And I'd like to say a massive thank you for everyone tuning into the broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow for the last best of 3, the qualification match into the playoffs. See you then.